Are we live?
We are.
We are? Grace, we're live.
Surprise.
Okay, we're live. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Pina. How are you?
I'm here on Sunday.
Me too.
Super Bowl Sunday.
It's a Super Bowl Sunday to boot.
Imagine that.
I mean, let's go fast, because what time does it start? Like 6?
Yeah, it starts at 6:30.
We need to be done before it starts.
Because Ian needs to watch the Super
What
Bowl.
time is it now, man?
Almost 3.
Oh, we should be fine, right, guys? We having our own Super Bowl here, Super Bowl. So what we're doing here is we are creating content, obviously, with Groomhouse. Hey, Groomhouse. Say hi to Groomhouse, everybody. With Grace, Grazie Adriani. It's going to be kind of it's really not a private lesson, but kind of, we're working together on the poodle. Well, if you can tell that this is a poodle. I mean,
Slightly hairy, right?
I think he only had a haircut when he was like 6-8 weeks by his breeder, Michael Lamb. This is a Kyara poodle, Michael Lamb and Bill Jividan here in Florida. He is beautiful. He's got beautiful temperament. But
How old is he?
he's probably around 7 months.
He's still a baby.
Oh, he's a baby. He's got his baby horns.
Look at that. He's so cute.
Yeah. But I mean, ever since maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks old, he's never had his hair cut. Me and Lindsay did a Groomhouse webinar, and it was a few months ago, right, guys?
December, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but yeah, no. Huh?
Halloween. Oof, November.
It was
End
Halloween.
of November.
So yeah, and he was, what, 4 months old puppy probably, and we did a prep on him. He was a really good boy. You can check it out for the Curly Code prep, me and Lindsay Dickin. And still hasn't been groomed.
So it's going to be an adventure, basically.
It's going to be an adventure. So we're going to be reading parts of the standard and following, because this dude potentially could be a show dog, so we're going to keep him in show puppy trim. So that's what we're doing. We're doing an extreme makeover for a show puppy trim.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Grace, have you ever done one?
You know I'm very poodle challenged.
No, you're not.
So not.
But have you ever done a show puppy
No,
trim?
never.
Okay.
No.
So it's
That would
going to
be a
be, and Grace just asked me actually, how do you scissor this?
Right, I'm like, what?
Can we put a snap-on comb? Well,
We
no,
need to
Grace.
scissor this.
We can't put a snap-on comb. It's a show trim, so no snap-ons.
No
But
snap-ons.
we are going to talk about a breed standard.
Yes, and I actually have it here on my phone. So I'm going to be in charge of reading parts of the breed standard.
Okay,
that
wonderful.
You can translate for us on the dog.
Yes.
Which
Let's
I love doing that.
Oh, yeah, that's.
It's the best. It gives you a roadmap to what to do. So I really love that.
I mean, a lot of groomers don't know how to interpret it.
Right.
In
Well,
like
it is-
simple words,
it
and
is
then
difficult, right?
apply.
There
right?
are some words that are pretty difficult
Right.
to understand what on earth they're talking about in some breeds. I was reading the poodle one, and it is pretty straightforward. But some of these standards are really difficult to interpret, right?
Absolutely. So let's read general appearance.
All right, so the general appearance, carriage and condition, that of a very active, intelligent, yes, all right, knock, knock, yeah, he's there.
Well, he's not happy with us.
He's not, he hates it right now.
He's too intelligent to be happy with us right now.
On a Sunday, yes, on a Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
And elegant appearing dog, which he is under all of that.
Yes.
Squarely built. Okay, so let's start there.
Since we have, God knows how much coat on him,
Right.
I'm just going to put my hands on part of his body.
Yeah.
So if we were to measure a square dog, from where to where is this line going? What's the body parts?
Okay, it tells you here actually. So where am I? Intelligent, appearing dog, squarely built, well proportioned, moving soundly and carrying himself proudly. Size and proportion. For, where am I? To ensure the desirable squarely built appearance, the length of the body measured from the breastbone,
Breastbone.
right there,
My hand is on his breastbone.
to the point of the rump.
This is point of rump. So there. That's how long he is, actually.
Yeah,
So
he's pretty short.
So we have about 2-3 inches of coat on
each side.
On each
Right.
end.
So that length approximates the height from the highest point of the shoulders, up here, to the ground.
And we're pretty equal here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Right now, you can't even see where the head or the tail is. I mean, it's one big bulb of hair. So for right now, let's do this. Let's not kind of go ahead of ourselves. So Grace asked me, how do you scissor this? At this stage right here, which is
The poofy stage?
yeah, whatever stage this is, it's kind of whacking the shape in real quick first,
Right.
and then fine-tuning, detailing, and all of that. But before that, we were just talking about it, and we actually want to blow a lot of people's minds. Do you know how we, especially poodle people, we are looking for beautiful cat feet on the poodle, right? We don't want flat feet. I call them dead baby hands.
No, when they're
sorry.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's not pretty. That's not what a poodle's foot should be. So a lot of people want a pretty poodle feet, right? Pretty poodle feet. Oh, I know a lot of people imagine that round, tight, big knuckles foot that they
Standing up like
stand
this, yes.
kind of like on knuckles, right?
Yep.
Wrong. Read.
So what the standard is telling us is the feet are rather small, oval in shape, right?
Yes.
Oval in shape, with toes well arched and cushioned on thick, firm pads.
So oval. And we happen to have a really well-bred puppy here, which his feet are actually perfect to the standard. We already did the clipper work, so
They're
I
under
want
there
you,
somewhere.
I want you guys to see this foot, because that's what it should be. Can we see that?
Yeah.
Tone? Okay, but here you go. Maybe like that. It's oval. It's not round. So if he puts his foot down, it's got knuckles, and it's got pretty nice and cushiony pads, and it is webbed,
Right.
but it is oval. So don't look for the round cat feet. They're not correct for the breed. So what I'm gonna do is just, like I
Whack.
said, whack.
You want the weed whacker, or you
I
want
want-
scissors?
I'm actually gonna use chunkers.
2 minutes.
Huh?
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They love your hair.
My hair? Yeah, everybody loves my hair.
Your hair's
Now that
cool.
it's grown a little bit, I like it more and more myself. Where's he going?
Something for the camera.
Okay.
What, and the life stops?
Oh.
I mean,
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna
so we can
connect
go and do
something
whatever?
Close up of the foot for IG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you need a minute so I can smoke?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Not like a full cigarette.
we're still live. Oh, she does.
No more cases? Oh, yes, thank you.
You take-
Do you have any Coke Zero?
I do. Yeah, it's on the door.
I'm just gonna grab one real quick.
On the bottom shelf of the door.
Are we on with the sound?
Yep.
Awesome, I'm
So
just
everybody
getting a
knows
drink.
you went to get some Coke Zero.
Okay. He's so funny. I'll tell you guys,
The looks he gives
the
you.
temperaments of, I have been working, co-breeding, grooming, and Bill for,
No audio. Oh, sorry, he's trying to do a close-up, and we're not getting audio on the close-up, so.
no audio right now?
No, yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
I just can't switch to a close-up for this.
Just when we're ready to show the foot,
Okay.
just switch to it. Just. You
Let's
guys
do it
know
right
it
now.
won't be audio.
Let's do it right now.
Okay. So what are you gonna?
Read from the standard about the foot being oval with the knuckle and web. So we just changed something real quick so you guys can see the close-up of a proper shape. Don't be upset about what we just said because everybody's looking for a round cat feet.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Truthfully, I'm like, round feet, that's what you're looking for, a nice compact round foot. And then you read the standard and like, that's not what it says at all.
It's not round.
Yeah.
I mean, knuckles and compact and small.
Yeah, but
Yes,
not the
but it's
round.
not round.
Not the vision that we have of a cat foot.
Exactly.
That's what, at least I have in my head, for a
Right.
poodle, and it's not correct.
No, but he's got a pretty good foot and you can see it close up, thank God.
He has very nice feetsies, actually.
Yeah. He's a little upset with us, not upset, but he's annoyed with us.
Yeah.
And when a poodle is not up and ready to go, they usually tend to flatten their feet. But this is the extent of his feet flattening, which is pretty good for a nervous puppy. So, okay, the top line is leveled, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find that in this teeny little writing.
Well, you got those glasses for that.
I mean, I have glasses, but still, this
I
is
need
like...
those.
All right, the top line is level, neither sloping or roached from the highest point of the shoulder blade to the base of the tail.
Right, so we're talking about the structure of the body, right?
Yeah.
On the show puppy trim, we're not going to show off the whole
The
thing.
top line, right.
But we're going to show off this area from tail set or hip bone to approximately last rib. This is how I usually measure my top lines. This is where it should be. If it's leveled or if it's raised over the loin, this is your different parts of top lines or different standards, right? So,
Now, what is the purpose of this haircut?
well, it's a puppy trim. The feet shaved, the face shaved, and the base of the tail shaved is when I think is when this is when they start training if they're working poodle. Poodles are, guys, trivia. What are they bred for? What are they supposed to do function-wise? Anybody answering?
It's a little delay.
Ah, okay. All right. So we'll wait a couple of minutes if anybody answers. If not, then you will answer.
God, somebody Google it. I have sort of an idea.
Yeah, so I'm just whacking hair until we wait.
Retrieve.
Yes, retrieve. Awesome.
From the water, right?
From
That's
the
why
water.
they have webbed feet.
Yeah, that's why they have to have webbed feet, shaved nose, because they have to carry the bird. They're not supposed to kill a bird,
They
but
bring it,
carry
right?
it
They
out.
find it and bring it,
Yeah,
yeah.
retrieve. And the tail is like a, what do you call that, radar? Where they can find them in debris in the water.
I'm here.
A flag, there you go. See, I lost the words. But, so, top line, I like to whack with chunkers, especially curly coats. It's fast, it gives you a little bit of more confidence, and then when the length is down to where we want it to be, then we're gonna go with either solid blade or smaller chunkers to put a finish on. But first, this is a great tool to whack. That's an Artero ALP 16, which is one of my favorite tools.
I call it the chunky chunker.
This is my go-to. So I'm gonna really quickly block him in, top and both sides, and see how he answers his structure and his overall look
To the standard. If we
standard.
actually have a square-looking dog underneath all
Right.
that hair.
And by the way, Ian is going to be Grace's future competition dog. She really, really, really wants to win Best in Show with the poodle, right? Why are you laughing?
Anybody that knows me knows that's laugh-worthy, but still.
No, it's not. You can do it. So I'm gonna kind of put in a tail set, which would be a shelf.
What
So-
degree are you using there?
I'm using kind of a bit, almost 90, almost. Kind of goes up a little bit, but it's pretty flat. It's
Okay.
a shelf. And then we want, this is your hip bone. I'm gonna put in my line, the rear line, and we want this tail right in the middle of the two bones.
Right.
Standing up,
The hip
straight
and
up.
and the pen?
So I'm gonna feel his body because there's so much coat, I could get lost, right? The shortest point of your rear angle, side view, would be
The bend of the leg.
bend of stifle. So I bend, I put my hand in there, right there, and that's where my shortest point is gonna be. So I'm gonna start straight up. Straight up. Stay, my boy. You can see how, as I'm cutting the hair off, he's becoming black. See how black he is? It's nice jet black. Because that coat hasn't been groomed for so long. And you can go pretty tight close to the body here at the bend of stifle. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the front and whack some hair off the front.
And I'm going to switch sides.
Right along the shaved line where your shaved throat is. Now read the front as I'm doing this. Can you pull a little bit so you don't choke yourself, my dear? There we go. There we go.
All right, so the forequarters. Strong, smoothly muscled shoulders. The shoulder blade is well laid back and approximately...
Which means what? What's the number? Well laid back shoulder. What does it mean?
Well, I think we used to talk about 45. Now I think we're talking now more like between 30 and 45.
Well, yeah, I mean, a 45 degree is rare.
Yeah, you don't really see...
You don't see it every day. There's no perfect dog. I've seen it close to 45 a couple of times. Well, we can certainly groom.
We can make it look like a 45.
Exactly. So that would be a well laid back shoulder, right?
And you're going from, when you're talking about the laid back shoulder, you're going from the point of the shoulder?
Point the shoulder to the wither.
Okay, yeah.
That bone is what the well laid back shoulder is.
It's talking about, okay.
This would be steep. This would be laid back.
Okay. And, all right, and approximately, so the shoulder blade is well laid back and approximately the same length as the upper foreleg.
And we're going to see that in just a minute. Because I have to find it.
It's in there somewhere. So the forelegs are supposed to be straight and paralleled from when viewed from the front. When viewed from the side, the elbow is directly below the highest point of the shoulder.
Yep. That's the info. We're going to get to that point later. But right now, I want you guys to see that's your angle right there.
And that's your upper foreleg.
And this bone is about the same. And so I'm just roughly getting that hair off, putting him in shape and blocking him
there, and you have a really
almost. Look how short back this puppy is.
Yeah, he really is.
Now that all of this coat.
Come here.
Yeah, just hold his
young
fist.
man.
There we go. Just a couple of minutes of removing all that horribly long, big puppy coat will already give you a shape of a poodle. Now we bring this up, and he's got a lot of leg and elegance, and we go into the detail. Puppy cut, show puppy cut has a lot of coat. It's pretty long. It's supposed to be pretty long because we do have to have the spray up and,
and
a big neck.
Into the sprayer for the Continental.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, we have, do you think we have a pretty nice tail set already?
We have a very nice butt, yeah.
We got some front whacked in and some rear.
It's looking nice.
And,
now you're expecting me to do the other side, right?
well, of course. Let me see how I'm going to finish this in a minute.
Okay.
And then you're going to be doing the other side.
All right.
Me reading the standard, I don't know. You're going to have to give me those
Your
glasses. I can't read.
I mean,
That's...
You can borrow my glasses.
But now that we went through the standard just a little bit, then you are going to be trying, wax some hair and put some detail in, following the standard.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sounds good.
So I think we're going to go and off live and start doing this. And I'm going to tell you what we're doing, actually, just a little bit. Just trying to be politically correct, but I'm not going to
Let me take
right
my
now.
glasses off for this then.
We're just going to do just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just the tip.
Just doing the tip.
Okay.
But that can be good.
So it's just the tip. It could be. Yes. Hey,
That can be interesting. Just
it really is. It really is how you receive it.
Yeah, there you go.
And just the tip, right? But groom house, in the house, there's a kitchen and there's something cooking in the kitchen, which we're not going to tell you exactly what, because nobody knows, not even you.
I don't know. That's not fair, right? I don't even know. I'm standing here and in oblivion, basically.
But we're going to do, we're going to film this class for our content, for that new
What's brewing
pot,
in that
what's
pot
brewing
in there
that
in the kitchen? Nina's
And-
stirring the pot right now.
Yes, and it's going to be a show puppy cut on the poodle. Thank you, guys. Is there any questions?
No.
Okay. And we're off to groom this dog.
Bye, guys. Wish me luck.